Developing agency in my classroom is something that I strive for every year with all of the kids. I want them not to be compliant. I want them to take on things for their own. I want them to be independent and to feel like they can do it on their own.
First and foremost, we talk a lot about our reading identities, and that's not hidden from them. We talk about that a lot, and they see themselves, like this group of kids, they see themselves as readers. They don't see themselves as fourth graders who are being taught these separate, disconnected reading skills that's on a fourth grade curriculum. Try to maintain in the classroom just this sense of reading is something really special and meant to be enjoyed, and what can we do to make sure that that's happening.
Responsive teaching is a way that I'm able to on to what they need at the time. In the moment, it's on the fly. Sometimes it's when I'm at the guided reading table and I see that one reader is struggling on a certain word, I'm gonna whip out the whiteboard right there in the moment to try to make them feel successful so they can keep going.
In general, I'm setting them up for their independence by being very specific with each individual student's goal. How can we go back to this idea? In the moment, Augie understands that my job is to be giving them formative assessments and checking in on their progress. I'm giving them and I'm choosing which skills and strategies I want to provide them with and how much support, and then thinking about that gradual release model. But the ultimate goal is to back down on that support so that they are beginning to take it on and eventually move on from that goal and be able to use that in their repertoire of strategies and skills successfully and independently.
I have kids who came in not knowing all of their letters to kids who are coming in reading at a third or fourth grade level. So from day one you have this huge difference in their reading levels and writing levels as well. What I've been noticing in their running records, not just this group but all the kids, when they get to a word, they're not always looking at the part and going back and rereading. It works like stop, you're absolutely right, and you can also look. Not every single kid needs the same thing, but if there's enough of them, then that's, I usually make that a teaching point in a shared reading or a morning message or something, whole group. When I'm watching them and listening to them, which I'm doing all day, reading, writing, talking, if I hear that or if I see that, then I know that they're taking it on.
Well, that's what reading instruction is, right? What are you thinking? Turn and talk with your cohort members. They're demonstration lessons, and I'm being very explicit and clear and specific with my strategy and skill to the whole group, and that's a whole group need. And then I'll see who needs more practice and more support, and I will form my groups based on that. You don't always see the progress right there within your little mini lesson. You're not always giving them a strategy and then by the end you say goodbye and go off and try this. It's not always there, but what is comforting to know, and I try to remind myself, is you do see the growth, and that's the reward.
That's why it's never boring, it's always a new job, and it's always something exciting, and it's still fun to me after all these years.